Hey everyone, and welcome to today's reading. Thank you so much for joining me and clicking on this video. Whether it's your first time or if you're new here, super appreciative of your energy and thank you for adding to the collective for today. So let's get into it. We are asking about this person you are currently thinking about, and we're talking today about all about their feelings for you. Every single detail, what is going on with their feelings, whoever this person is in your romantic life, I should say, like, whatever, regardless of whatever connection you might find yourself in at the current moment when you come across this reading. So, we are going to get into the details first with the tarot, and we do have a different tarot deck for each of the readings, guys. And then we have a good amount of oracle we're gonna get into for any other angles, or again, as much as we can as far as what spirit wants to provide for us with the oracle. Down in the description, the oracles are listed in case you're curious. So if this sounds like you're reading, let's go over the pile selection. However, again, if you are ready to choose your reading, the timestamps are in the description and also pinned to the top of the comments. So with that in mind, let's get started. So for group one, or pile one, we have this piece of calcite. And for your reading today, we will be using the Muse tarot deck. So the Muse tarot deck with the calcite crystal for group one. Group two, we have the lapis lazuli crystal. And we will be using the Enchanted Forhaxa tarot deck for your reading today, group two. So the Enchanted Forhaxa with the lapis lazuli crystal for group two. Group three, we have this sunset sodalite. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, guys. All right. But I guess the moment has passed. Maybe that means something for you guys. Regardless, though, we are using the Unveiled Tarot for group three with the sunset sodalite. So Unveiled Tarot with the sunset sodalite crystal for group three. Guys, feel free to pause if you need a moment and tune into the energy. If you know right away, then again, I will meet you over there. But if you need an extra moment, feel free to take as much time as you want. Again, we're talking all about their feelings for you today. I never time my readings, and I'm just gonna go with the flow. So if it's a longer reading today, and again, it might look different for each of the readings. So the point I'm trying to make is I also tune into my intuition when I read and channel messages for you guys. So with that in mind, when you are ready, I will meet you over there. Bye. Hello, group one, and welcome to your reading today. If you chose the calcite crystal and/or the Muse tarot, then you are at the right reading, and super happy for you guys to be here today. However, I don't know what it is that you're going through with this person, and we are asking all about their feelings. So let's see what comes through. I hope you're comfortable, group one, because I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit more today for your reading, just because we have a lot of oracle, and again, I love the Muse. And we're asking the question about their feelings. So we're going to look at a lot of different things going on in their 3D world, as well as, you know, their emotions and feelings for you and this connection, regardless of whatever connection. Okay, that was a good shuffle. So with that in mind, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So Spirit, thank you so much for coming through as always for the collective energy. May we get the best messages for group 1 and what we need to see today for this person. That we are tapping into this energy, guys, all about their feelings. All right, guys, let's get into it. So all about their feelings. Spirit, what do we need to see? Okay, so we have the Chariot, and this is card number 7, Leo energy. You know what? This is not the first time I say Leo energy with Chariot. And honestly, what I really think it is I'm a Leo, and I'm born on the 7th of August. My birthday is August 7th. And so I always associate that number with Leo, so my bad. But the Chariot is actually moon energy. So we have Cancer energy, which is water. Okay, anyway. Okay, we have a Knight of Voices. And voices in this deck is swords. Look at Pegasus. Or a flying unicorn. Kind of looks like the sun. Almost like an eclipse, an illusion of an eclipse, but when you look at it, it looks like clouds. Gosh, I notice more and more details every time I use this deck. All right, we have the Ace of Inspiration in reverse, which is the Ace of Wands. 2 of Materials, 2 of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Inspiration coming through in the reverse. And again, the inspiration is Wands. We're getting the Ace and the Page in reverse. Spirit, what do we need to see? All about their feelings for group 1. 6 of Voices in reverse. 6 of Swords in reverse, guys, with the Chariot. Okay. 3 of Emotions in reverse. And it's coming through with the Knight of Voices. And now we got the 3 of Voices. Guys, we got 2 3s back to back. 3 of Voices. Again, sorry, this deck, every suit has a different name, so hopefully this makes sense to you. But Voices again is Swords. So we got the 3 of Swords and we got the 3 of Emotions in reverse. Okay, let's see. Queen of Materials in reverse. Interesting, because it's coming through with the 2 of Materials. And we got a king, because the muses in this deck are kings. So we got a King of Materials. And it's horizontal, which is a really cool, unique thing for this deck, the Muse deck. So the King of Pentacles as our last card. Interesting. All right, we got 9 of Emotions in reverse. This person, okay, so I'm getting a lot of messages of how they are feeling. I want to start with them feeling that they don't want this. They're not ready to move on. They're not ready to move in a different direction. They still see you. They still have their sights on you, but it could be from a distance. It's kind of like a bird's eye view. The Knight of Voices, you know, it's upright, but because it's coming through with the 3 of Emotions, which is 3 of Cups in reverse, I'm wondering if this person is thinking about wanting to have some sort of reunion or some sort of moment with you where you guys are on good terms, because you guys might not be in good terms right now is what I'm getting. There might be some communication too coming in from this person. This person feels as though they are, I feel like they have a lot that they want to say to you. And a lot of that has to do with the energy that they feel. Something about you, it's like right now the sun is being blotted out. And if you guys are on a rocky road or you guys are a little bit at a disconnect, and we could get more details, we might be able to pick up on specifics. And don't force any specifics to fit though, guys. Again, this is a general reading. But with Knight of Voices, it is feeling a little bit like they are missing your energy. And they're thinking about some sort of reunion, but they want to rush forward. They want to move forward. I feel as though they don't really know. Okay. This is what's coming through, guys. We got the Ace of Inspiration in reverse, and I'm looking at the Chariot. Notice how we have wild horses. This person's emotions could be a little bit wild right now, especially if there's been a rocky moment between the both of you. For example, if you and this person are at a disconnect, or if they're viewing you as someone that is not happy with them. We also got the Three of Voices, let's not forget. So for a lot of you, this could be a breakup. This could be some sort of heartbreak. However that might look for you in this specific connection, because it might look differently for a lot of you depending on what type of connection this is. So this person's emotions are running a little rampant. They don't want to leave this energy, i.e. you. However, I don't feel like they are ready to move. Though we got the Chariot, like I said, they're not sure of themselves. And I feel as though they are focusing more on the heartbreak and the breakup or the end, whatever it might look like in your connection, as opposed to thinking about moving forward. But their feelings right now, guys, they're sad. I'm staring at these beautiful eyes in the distance of this card, and it looks like this person is crying. And then you see, even with the Three of Voices, like the energy of these beams, which could represent the swords. But again, it just feels like tears. It feels very emotional. So a lot of what they are feeling for you right now is pretty difficult energy. It's not whatever it is that's going on in their life, they're not feeling fulfilled either. I feel like they're just I feel like they feel like they've missed out on something. They ran all over the place, like a wild direction. The wild horses. I'm thinking of that song, Wild Horses. That's the song. I think that's what the title is. It's an old school song, I think. It's definitely, it's a pretty older song. But anyway, I just can't help but focus on these wild horses for some reason. And so how this person is feeling, a lot of it is a rampant feeling of sadness, of crying. It's like this person is trying to purge things. They feel that you are a little bit disconnected, but I'm just realizing this now, guys, and I'm so sorry because some of you might have already clocked that. But we got the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Materials, and we got the King of Materials. That feels like a divine counterpart in some way, but it might not be for everyone. It could just be someone that views you as a really great match. They feel you are their equal. But something about your energy might be a little standoffish, or again, you might be a little in between making a decision when it comes to them. We're also getting the Page of Inspiration in reverse. I don't really, whenever I see the Page of Inspiration or the Page of Wands in reverse, it's not always a good indicator for me, because it feels not only is it page energy, but it's someone that's maybe feeling lacking confidence, a little unsure of themselves, maybe running rampant all over the place. I don't know. It's feeling as though this person is not grounded in their energy, and they're not feeling that alignment with forward movement. So that's the problem right now. This person could be trying to seek you out in other means. Gosh, I'm feeling as though they are looking like the cloud, like they're looking at old memories, things from long past, especially if you guys have a history. But I could only imagine you guys do if there's Three of Voices coming through. Now, this person's feelings, though, are in the realm of sorrow. So that's kind of the main energy. I do want to get a little bit of some clarifiers for a couple of things. We got the 10 of materials in reverse. Wow, another king. Let's see. The king of wands, the king of inspiration. And whether it's in reverse or not, it's hard to tell. So we're going to take it upright. So 10 of materials. But I think for the muse of materials, that did feel upright. Hi, Cloud. As I'm talking about Cloud, my cat Cloud Strife is... Okay, he's gone. He's more subtle than my other cat Moon. All right, guys. But again, I'm sorry to derail. Especially for those of you that might be going through something with the Three of Voices, I want to just check in with you and make sure you're okay. I feel like this person is heavily focused on this energy. They feel also that you are making a decision. I feel like they know that you are indecisive when it comes to them. Oh my gosh, guys. I thought this was the 2. What is this? 7 of Voices, which still feels like the same energy though. But I thought it was the 2 of Swords, where you might not know which direction to go into. But we got the 7 of Voices, which also kind of could imply that a feeling of overwhelm when it comes to this energy. Let's get one more for this. Oh my gosh, guys, you cannot make it up. 2 of Voices. There it is, falling in reverse. Spirit. I don't know why I'm surprised anymore. Okay, so 2 of Voices in reverse. So that does feel like it. I'm wondering, have you made a decision? And that is to walk away? This person hasn't made the same decision, guys. They don't want to walk away. In fact, they are not even looking forward. And like I said, they could be in their fantasy world, just looking at Pegasus in the sky, kind of over the whole kingdom, and the sun is blotted out. I feel as though this person could really be in the shadows, keeping their distance, but they are in a strong energy. You know, we got the King of Materials and the Muse of Materials and the Knight of Voices. And with the depiction of Pegasus, it does feel very... I'm getting like a feeling of new beginnings, stability. But there was a conflict in this area. Let's see. What does this person want with the Chariot, Spirit? If they're not willing to walk away, what do they want? Ooh, what is this? Page of Voices in reverse. Guys, they're monitoring you. Their energy is around. You might be feeling it, especially if you and this person aren't talking, or if there's some sort of difficult communication between the both of you. It really depends on your connection and where you are at. But one of you is upset, and I'm getting more so that it's the collective. So now I'm wondering if they're just keeping their eye on you. 6 of Wands, or 6 of Inspiration. They want some sort of success. They're not ready to move on from this, guys. So that's the main feeling we're getting here. Okay, the new bottom of the deck, 2 of Inspiration. A lot of 2s, a lot of in between a decision. But there's going to be some clarity, it looks like. I do feel this person does have emotions for you guys. And even though it might be a little blocked or a little veiled because of this 3 of Voices, this pain, this hurt. But above all, gosh, even just now looking at the eyes and the beams and the Knight of Voices, the page in reverse, this person has not let you go. You're the only person. I think this person is like tunnel vision when it comes to you. So if you're already in a relationship and you're at a disconnect or a fight, this person is trying to gauge your mood, perhaps test the temperature. I'm also getting, for those of you that are in more of a spiritual connection, and don't force that, but that could be for some of you. That could be for some of you. We're going to get more details with the oracle on that. But either way, if there is a no contact, if there's been some sort of disconnect, this person is emotionally invested. And I don't think they realized they were going to be this emotionally invested. It is keeping them from moving in directions in their own life. Might not even have to do with romance, just in general. They lost their spark. The sun is blotted. Their happiness is being blocked. And if you are in reverse, and again, you could be male or female, guys, but this is the energy. I allocate the queens to my collective. Whether you're male or female, just because that's just the feeling, okay? And whether your person is male or female, it could be same sex. But the point I'm trying to make is if your energy is blocked or upset or mad, that's what this person is solely thinking about and focused on. So now I'm really excited to get into our oracle because I feel like it's going to give us a lot more avenues into this person's feelings. Hopefully we could get some emotions, like, do they have love? Are, what other emotions beside this heavy heartbreak type of pain? But with heartbreak, gosh, well, I won't get into that. I was going to say, with heartbreak, that doesn't necessarily, with a breakup, that doesn't necessarily bring heartbreak. Some breakups are meant to be, and sometimes both parties or one party has just had enough, right? But there is a level of mourning and tough emotions and tough energy to go through. It's not going to just be your normal the next day after a breakup. So I want to see, does this person have emotions that run deeper for you? And again, if they're looking at you as their equal, and if they feel they're lacking that fulfillment, don't forget, we got the 9 of emotions in reverse. They're lacking that sun is being blotted. Okay, let's give it one more shuffle, though. I want to do one more time. Let's see. What do we need to pick up on, guys? And again, we're going to get into a lot of different layers with the oracle to come up with some other types of feelings that they might have. But if a person is stuck in this sadness and they're focused on the chariot and forward movement and they don't want this to end and they're looking at you as an equal, I'm getting more so that this person does have emotions for you guys. I mean, that's pretty obvious, One day, distance, withdrawn. Whoa, divine feminine, there you are. Whether you're, this is a true divine, a type of counterpart or not, this could be just someone, that you feel a good connection with, but something went awry. We also have perspective. Bottom of the deck, chemistry. Loyalty at the new bottom, which is kind of what I'm feeling. This person is, and if they're coming through with the Muse of materials, that is loyalty, guys. True and true. That is the epitome. Like, this person is committed, even if they might not show you that in the 3D. It's the energy. So with that in mind, let's see. Now, to go back to the distance, I did pick up on that, guys. So whether that's the main collective, that could very well be. Again, someone is blocked, or there's difficult communication. And if we're getting the 3 of voices, that does feel like a breakup. That does feel like a distance. There's a lot of chemistry between you and this person. So if this person is feeling that spark with you, they're not going to feel a spark elsewhere with someone else. They're not at this moment in time. But like I said, they also lost their spark for just anything in their life. Like, they're going through it, guys. They're going through it. They might be coming to a different perspective, though. And that could be where the Wands energy is a little tempered right now. Their light is out, extinguished. Their light has been extinguished since since this Three of Voices came up with you guys. And again, that could look very differently depending on your type of connection. Some of you might be in a literal relationship and you got in a fight. You're lacking that communication right now. But others, this could be a spiritual connection. This could be a divine energy, a twin for some of you. And that could also imply a disconnect or something. And for others, this could be just someone that you are dealing with that is a good match, but whether that's a good match for you, you know, that could be up in the air. Let's get into the Truth Oracle, all about their feelings. Let's see. Commitment. Gosh, I was looking at this card. This card was at the bottom of the deck the whole time I've been shuffling it. It's hard to miss because it's red, and I've used this as an intro card before, so it's hard to miss. Commitment. And to go back to the Muse of Materials, that energy of commitment, even if it's not showing up in the 3D, this person has their eyes set on you, group one, and that's not changing anytime soon. We got encounter. They could be fantasizing about what type of encounter they want. Could be something intimate, especially with the chemistry. Especially with the wands. I mean, we did get a lot of wands. But like I said, it's activated with you, it looks like, right? We got silence, which goes back to withdrawn, distance, just the energy we're confirming. Sorry. Okay. Bring a little justice into the situation. What are they sorry for? Eternal regret. The unspoken apology. Oh, guys, there's the breakup card. We're getting it twice. Three of Voices. Now we're getting the breakup. So for the right collective, you're going to know this is going to make sense. Message. And I'm not surprised this is the bottom of the deck because we got a lot of that Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. But I feel at this point in time, they're more in the shadows than anything else. Firm at the bottom of the deck. They might think they feel you are very firm. I feel as though they feel they need to communicate something to you. I got that earlier, and they're circulating your energy, trying to figure out when they are able to land. When is Pegasus able to land? This person does have confidence. They are not one for the weak. And again, if they are in this energy of Muse of Materials, this is someone that knows what they could provide. They know what they could bring to the table. And I'm wondering if that was misaligned in some way. Regardless, the I am sorry, it might look different. Well, it's going to look different for all of you guys, but I feel like it's the same energy. This person is like really in deep regret over whatever it is that happened. It's making them feel really sad, and it's making them feel really disconnected to self. I would even say to self. Okay? Wow. Do they want commitment with you? I feel like they do, guys. I feel like they fantasize about you. I'm getting the feeling that even though they're at a distance and they could be spying, they could be looking at you behind the scenes on social media, however that might look like for this person. But I think a lot of also what it is that they're in the shadows with is fantasies. You know, like right now, it's enough for them, and then I think they get sad about it. I feel like they're just in this bubble of pain. This also is reminding me of like someone that could be trying to send you a message, but then ends up deleting it. And then they're like, no, I'm going to send this message. You know, they get that spark, and then that spark vanishes. The Ace of Inspiration ends up in reverse, and then they delete it. I feel like for a lot of the collective, that's what this person is on. It's like that's where they're at. The Chariot. But then it's like, is this the end? Do they need to walk away? You know, but they're not. So it's like they're in limbo, it feels like a little bit, as far as action, guys. But how they are feeling, gosh. they're feeling really sad about it. Not having you in their energy, not having you aligned with them. They feel very misaligned. And I think they're realizing it's because they don't have you. All right, so we have Truth, card number 42, the Cherokee talking stick tradition. That feels very spiritual. The talking stick, dude, it's reminding me of like peace circles. You know, where someone gets the talking stick, and you see that in a lot of like group meetings. They want peace. They want to communicate. They want to have a circle with you. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's like reformative justice. Like, let's build, you know, rapport in the community type of peace circle. You know, unleash all the truths. Unleash all the vents or the beefs or anything that needs to be shared and handled with solution oriented mindset. That's the energy I'm feeling, guys. So this is what they want. This is what they feel. And they want to have a peaceful communication with you. They might be nervous about that, especially if the last encounter was pretty heavy. You know? So how are they feeling? All about their feelings. Abundance. Card number 1, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Look at the mirrored imagery of with water. It's emotional with the cups, and it's feeling like an ace. Abundance. Actually, I would even say it's feeling like the ace of inspiration. So I feel like this person just needs to move past these heavy emotions in order to remember what it is that they know they could access if they were to attempt to go back to your energy. It's abundant. It feels really good. You know, the sun is abundant. And it feels like a new beginning. It could feel like a reunion. Sorry. Okay, we got growth. 18. I'm thinking of growth mindset. The Amazon rainforest, Brazil. How cool. You see the leopard or jaguar. I don't know. Cheetah in the distance. Looking like my cat, Cloud Strife. He's a Bengal cat. And it's card number 18, the moon energy. In something is being hidden right now. And it could be this person's emotions, which is why we're getting a lot of their emotions right now. And I still feel like this person is like bottling it up a little bit. And I think like when someone bottles up their energy or their emotions and they just are trying not to go there, it's gonna feel like wild horses running rampant. You know, the energy has to go somewhere eventually. Let's get one more just because. Stillness. 37. A Zen monastery, Japan. Now, I feel like for the right collective, and it could be a little bit of a mixed collective in this reading, because again, you know, a true divine, that's 1% of the population. So some of you might, and I know this might sound really rude, but I don't mean to be rude. I just want you to be aware that who you think might be your divine counterpart and your twin flame might not be. Okay? Again, you could be going through a spiritual awakening, but that could be because of your own trauma. That could have just been the person that put you over the top. And you know what I mean? So don't attach, is my point, to any label, because you just never know. And I think through stillness, maybe that's what this person needs. That's what this person needs to ground themselves. And look at, we got courage, and look at the tumultuous ocean, the water. It's scary. I feel like I'm connected with water and ocean, and gosh, but something about like deep sea, especially looking at a ship. You know, this is the Vikings in the New World. It's a little bit like, oh my God, I hope they're okay. But you need courage. Card number 8 is strength, Leo. So to go back to the Leo energy, which again is Wands, inspirational energy. for this deck. So, gosh, guys, this is feeling pretty aligned. This person is going through it, but I feel like they need to figure out, oh my gosh, the breakthrough. That makes sense. And creativity. We're going to take both because that's giving that Wands energy. But it's, okay, I could keep going with this deck apparently. But it's feeling as though this person, once they get grounded and once they find their stillness, they might be going through some sort of breakthrough. Card number 5, which is giving like that Hierophant. The moon landing, we're getting that moon energy again. And this person isn't ready to move. It's like they're ready to move, but they're not going to move yet. They're waiting for like that divine spark. They're waiting for a breakthrough. And I'm wondering if they're getting it through stillness or they're trying to figure out inner peace, inner stillness, you know? All right, so let's get into the wild unknown. I want to see the archetypes, energy for this person. All about their feelings for you. What is the current energy, Spirit? How are they currently feeling? What are they feeling as far as the embodiment of this connection? Or whatever, especially with what's going on. Okay, it's not the easiest to shuffle, but I know the right cards are going to come through, guys. So let's, oh, okay, we're going to get 3. That's what I was going to say. The vision, bottom of the deck energy. Let's do this. We got a lot of cards on the table, guys, but so we're going to put it down here. Let me double check you guys could see it. Okay. And the new bottom of the deck, the bridge. There needs to be a bridge between the both of you, especially if there's been a gap. This person has a vision and they know what they want, guys. I'm going to be honest. They're not ready to move on. Wow, we're getting the shaman, which feels spiritual. And now we are getting the vessel. Wow. This is looking like a feminine energy. It's giving Empress energy right now, guys. The vessel giving birth, abundance. Wow, this feels otherworldly. It's like a vessel coming down to earth. Dude, this feels very divine. And the king. Wow, I didn't even know there was a card in here with the king. That's dope. Card number 12. The Hanged Man, different perspective. Okay, this is all connected, guys. This person, once they get their groove, once Stella gets their groove back, they're moving forward. They don't want to end this. They feel really sorry about something. They want to have a conversation that's gonna bring peace. That's gonna bridge this gap between the both of you. They know you are their counterpart. And for some of you, this could be a true divine counterpart. So you've probably gone through a lot to get to a good place. For this person to also be coming to a good place because it's your energy that leads. If you are the divine feminine, and with this divine feminine energy coming out, this person could be looking at you. They could know if this is a spiritual connection. They could start realizing what it is. They could start understanding perhaps. And for those of you that doesn't connect, this could also, like I said, be an actual relationship that a lot of you have invested time in. Like an actual relationship in the 3D. And there might have been a breakup. Is this the end of this? It could be for you. I'm not sure where your head's at or how you're feeling right now. Whether you're also in the 3 of Swords energy, feeling this, you know, but I don't think this person is overly thinking about it, guys. We're not getting a lot of like that 9 of Swords. We're not getting that energy where they're stuck. I think they're just going through heartbreak. They're going through the loss of you. Whatever this silence, whatever the stillness, whatever it is that's going on, this person is like changing course. They're changing courses right now. And I'm wondering if they're feeling, and that's the energy I'm getting with the vessel. And I've never, I read the guidebook when I first got the Oracle deck, but I haven't looked this up, and I don't think I will, because honestly, I'm getting a huge message regardless. It's feeling as though they might feel that you are divinely sent to them, that you are meant for them. And it's like Cupid, or what is that? Like when a stork drops a baby, but it's more like a stork drops a whole person for them, you know, which is you. But again, I don't know when this action is going to move and when this gap or this bridge is going to happen. You know, that's another reading, guys, for another day, or you can look at my readings on next actions and stuff like that. But if I were to guess, I feel as though this person is gonna have that breakthrough. That's the energy that's coming through. They might be growing through something. This person could really be shifting their perception on many things, guys. And that could also be causing this heavy energy of regret and pain, which they may not have understood at the time it was happening. But now it's like they're feeling it. Now with one day, it does feel a little bit more distant, that one day energy. However, it could also be one day, this person is going to be who I commit to. This is my person. This is the vision this person sees. Wow. So let's get into your final messages as I'm checking the time. Okay. What? Actually, I can't see too clear. I don't know if it's 37 or 32. Either way, it's about that time we get into your final messages. And this is Work Your Light, the first Oracle deck. Oh my gosh, yes. This is my favorite card, guys. I just happened to turn it over and go into an explanation. But this is my first ever Oracle deck. You could tell it's been, oh my God, Cloud. Sorry about that, guys. Cloud always comes in at the right time. But yes, it's like that feeling of what this person is feeling. Like there's gonna be a yes. There's gonna be clarity. And the Ace of Inspiration, it's within this person. It's just not in this current energy, in this moment. But they're gonna get there. And that's what they want, okay? So, as far as the deck goes, this is my first Oracle, and it's gotten me through some really dark, difficult times, guys. I love this deck. It's just really, I feel very connected, and I feel like Spirit comes through really strongly, and your Spirit team as well. So let's see. Work Your Light, Spirit. What do we need to see? And I believe this is this Rebecca Campbell? Now I'm like looking at my tarot deck shelves. And, oh, hello, it's right next to me. Rebecca Campbell, yes. Losing my mind. Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. If you've been kind of in the shadows yourself, it's okay to emerge. You don't have to wait for this person, or you both don't have to be playing that withdrawn game. If you're ready to emerge from the cave and start living your life again and start, being in your energy and releasing that anger, if you are in that feeling toward this person. And also sharing your voice could be the communication that feels like is going to happen eventually between the both of you. And again, that's always going to be up to you whether you allow communication or not, guys. And maybe this person never comes back in, and then guess what? You already know that this person wasn't for you. So keep that in mind. It's all in divine timing. Okay, we're not taking all of that, but we'll take this one. The Age of Light. Look at the beams. I don't know what it is about these beams, guys. And now it's giving me like that Egyptian energy for some reason, which I never really get. I never really think about, but right now, so again, past life, if this is a twin flame, this is you in another body. I know, it's crazy, right? All right, the Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. And let's get one more. Awakening, boom, mic drop. if you know, you know. And a lot of you, again, that resonate with that journey will be understanding what an awakening is. It's not a difficult road. I'm sorry, it's not an easy road. It's a very difficult journey. But when you get through the hard part, oh my gosh, guys, it is the feeling of awakening. You're just above the nonsense of the 3D world. It's the craziest thing. But you're still human, right? So sometimes you fall back down to earth, and you gotta remind yourself to always tune into your spiritual practices, especially if you're going through some more, you know, heavy thinking or stuff like that, if you're in your ego. And again, even if you're going through awakening, you could recognize yourself being in your ego. So what does that mean for you? It means to don't fight it. You know, you're getting triggered for a reason. To lean into it, but be aware of the process of why, you know, where are you feeling it in your body? Anyway, it's a whole thing. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Guys, you are, I'm feeling, on a really beautiful road. And whether or not you feel you resonate with this type of spiritual connection, for those of you that it is someone that you have history with, obviously, and it is someone that you've had a difficult journey with, especially with this Three of Swords. So regardless of how that fits or where that is in this specific connection, I feel like there's communication that's going to be happening. This person feels peace with your energy, and that's what they want to bring to you. They don't want to bring to you drama. They don't want to bring to you suffering, especially if they've already brought that to you, which is why you might not be happy with them. So with that being said, guys, wow, this is where we're going to leave your reading. I hope this resonated. If you've stayed this long, I love you guys. Thank you so much for showing your love and support. Let me know if this helped you in any way with whatever it is that's going on. I'd love to hear from you. Send a like or subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to see you again or hear from you again. And with that in mind, bye. Hi, everyone, and welcome to your reading today. If you chose the lapis lazuli crystal and or the Enchanted Forhaxa tarot deck, then you made it to the right place, group 2. So let's get into it, because we're talking all about their feelings for you. This person that you are currently thinking about for today's reading, regardless of whenever you come across this reading. But we're tuning into a lot of the details, so I hope that you are comfortable. Let's try shuffling it like this. Oh, okay. That was nice. I hope you're comfortable, because I do feel this might be a little bit on the more in-depth side, a little bit more time with this energy, because again, we're talking all about their feelings, okay? So we're starting with the tarot, and let's see, regardless of whatever connection, okay? Group 2, thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through as always for the collective energy. May we get the best messages for group 2 and whatever it is that this person is feeling for group 2, what we need to see. Spirit's making me laugh right now. I'm not sure why. Okay. Sorry, guys. All about their feelings for you. The High Priestess. Ooh, very connected energy. Your spirit team might be really funny. You might be a very easygoing type of collective. But either way, the High Priestess, this is card number 2, Moon energy, Pisces, which is cups, water. And it's a major arcana, obviously, card number 2. We're also getting the Hermit, card number 9, another major arcana, Virgo energy, Earth. Wow. Okay, guys, this is the Emperor. Card number 4. And in this tarot deck, it's the Council of Monarchs. The Emperor, guys. 3 major arcana, by the way. That's interesting. As there's music. Like Euro techno music or something. Okay, we got the 3 of Fire. 3 of Wands. Gosh, I feel like this person drives through town with their music blasting. With fire in their soul. Okay, now we're getting the Fool, but it looks like it wants to be in reverse, guys. It's card number 0. Interesting. I'm curious what else is going to come through for this reading. So let's get the rest of our cards and then we're going to start talking about it. I'm already getting strong messages. But how is this? What are their feelings for group 2, Spirit? What are their feelings? The Empress. Guys, we got the Emperor and the Empress, along with all this major arcana. A lot of strong energy in the collectives for this reading. Group 1, too. You might have messages in group 1. Because if this is a divine energy, this could be a divine, guys. This could be a true divine. As I see my 2 cats fighting at the window, but they stopped as soon as I looked. I got to keep an eye on them, guys. So if I randomly have to pause, I apologize ahead of time. But almost like literally, symbolically speaking, I had to take a pause anyway because the Empress and the Emperor. Okay. So now we're getting the 8 of Fire, the 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, this is interesting because the Fool in reverse is giving me a message of recklessness. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of speedy intention from this person. Page of Water in reverse coming through with the Emperor. The Knight of Air. That's our communication. I think this person is strategizing currently. And the Page of Earth in reverse. We're getting 2 pages in reverse, guys. But the funny thing is, we got an Emperor here. We got an Empress here. So I don't think this person is page energy, okay? And the reason I say that is typically when I see like the page energy, especially when it's in reverse, it gives off a little bit of an immature energy, a little bit of someone that might not be ready for a true connection, a real commitment, if that's what you're looking for. But with the Emperor and the Empress coming through, and they both came up upright, the surrounding energy, the reading for today is going to be interesting. 3 of Air in reverse. Gosh, Spirit. Spirit is strong right now. And I feel like Spirit is trying to remind you to stay in a very lighthearted energy, especially if you are a true divine, because this could be a tailspin sometimes, okay? So, and again, if those of you that do not resonate with the twin flame journey, or if you don't think this is like a deep soul connection, then if anything, this is someone that you do see a relationship with, or someone that you could build something with. Regardless, though, this it's still the same energy of feelings. So let's focus on that, okay? So I feel as though this person's feelings for you, they've gone through their own sort of healing, I'm getting. And I do believe that they are viewing you as someone that has gone through a lot of your own healing as well. This is the type of energy, ooh, with the Hierophant. That's the commitment. And it looks like a fish. And the reason I say it looks like a fish jumping out of the water, because I was staring at the fish in the Hermit. Gosh, I'm getting so many messages. I need to file some of them away, guys. So bear with me. So we'll get back to the fishes. But I feel as though, you know, this person is viewing you as their perfect match, guys. They have very strong feelings for you, very strong emotions. And it's coming through as as someone that could feel it, it's not just, I'm getting like the emotional impact that this connection has brought to this person, but it's also feeling very spiritual with the high priestess, but it also could be veiled in a little bit of mystery. You and this person may not have vocalized or fully communicated emotions or feelings toward one another, yet there is this underlying knowing or sense that there's something else going on, something else is happening. And it could only lead this person, especially if you are someone that has gone through a very down your own spiritual path, your own spiritual growth. Some of you could be going through a literal spiritual awakening, and that's not everyone, guys, okay? But that's the energy of what you as the collective are bringing to the table with the Empress. Whether you're male or female, that's the feeling of you just, and this person sees it and they're feeling it like you are just in your true sovereign energy, you're divine. They just think you are amazing, gorgeous, striking. And it might scare this person a little bit. You know, with the pages, to go back to these pages in reverse, you know, this person could have shown you this or appeared in this type of energy. And this could be the only thing you've ever seen from them. That might not be for everyone. But I do feel as though that this person does have the ability or the emotional capacity to ground themselves and to have emotions. And I feel like that's what they've come into, and that's what they are feeling more power, more in power with, especially if this person was never really the vulnerable type. I am getting also that this person might come in because I'm getting movement in this energy, guys. I'm going to be honest. The movement that I'm getting is going to be sudden. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's feeling as though this person is not going to put much. It's like this person has thought about it. You know, with the Knight of Air, this is feeling like communication, okay? But also someone that is very, you know, able to understand the perspective and see things. And if this person has gone through a hermit energy, or you in this connection has gone through some sort of hermit, it is a very reflective energy with healing at the bottom of the deck. Let's not forget, right? So the Fool in reverse is giving more so where this person has put in thought, but the forward movement, the actual action is going to come in when they don't even know. They're not planning for that. They're waiting for something to happen, so that it's like they're waiting for a sign. They're waiting for something. I don't know what. I'm wondering if they're waiting for the divine or a cosmic, you know, like what if they do it on a drunken night, or as if they were intoxicated, or maybe they're having a really bad day and they just randomly send you this message because they miss you. You know, I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be unbeknownst to them and to you guys, because I'm getting that Eight of Fire. Eight of Fire is very fast. And this is Wands energy. Wands energy in tarot, I believe, is the fastest. So this could be like 8 days. This could be 8 hours, 8 weeks. And it just feels as though this person is going to swoop in. Okay, now that's the thing though. I do feel like something that they're going to be bringing is that passion, that fire. You guys, I'm wondering if you have a very strong attraction. It's feeling very, you know, and again, for those of you that align with the twin flame or some sort of divine connection, it's through the roof. Like it's off the Richter scale, the type of attraction you might have with this person, because it goes deeper than just physical. And physical is going to be there for sure, but it's going to be spiritual. It's feeling spiritual, and it's feeling intellectual too. Like you guys are going to be able to understand each other and be on the same page for a lot of hot topics. You know, especially in this day and age and what's going on in the world, I feel like this person feels that, they see that in you. Again, to go back to having a person that is truly aligned, like soul alignment with the Empress and the Emperor. I want to talk about the Emperor for a second, guys, because how interesting that this is the Council of Monarchs. It's plural. It feels to me like a group of people sitting down, making a big decision. The council. So this person is coming through as the Emperor, but as the Council of Monarchs is leading the charge, they might have support in their external, or they might finally be connecting to spirit. They might finally be connecting to their own intuition, and they might be turning away from advice from others. They're their own counsel. You know, maybe advice from others led them to some disconnect between you and this person to begin with. Regardless, though, this person is now trying to figure things out on their own, which is why the Fool is in reverse. Because I don't think this person really has led a lot when it comes to romance, perhaps. You know, not to forget about these 2 pages here, guys, because to me, this feels like the energy that this person is maybe transforming. I do feel that there is going to be some communication, guys, coming in pretty fast, and it's going to come in suddenly. So, and for some of you could already have gotten a message from this person. I'm not sure. So, do I want to get any clarifiers? Let's just see for the page, guys, the page in reverse. Let's just see. Why are the pages in reverse here, Spirit? The Lovers in reverse, guys. I'm hearing sirens in the background as well. The Lovers, that's a twin card. And coming in reverse, this could be past energy. Especially if this person is feeling like the Emperor. Guys, the Emperor and the Empress would not come out. Spirit would not have delivered this energy to us if this person wasn't starting to feel like they're in their divine, which means that you also are in your divine, and you could have been in your divine energy, especially if you are a true divine. 1% of the population, I heard, is actually true divines, twin flames. The Star, dude. Okay, there it is. Bottom of the deck, 6 of air. There could have been someone who could have walked away, which could have led to a no contact. You know, the Hermit could have been a disconnect, especially with the 3 of Wands here. The Hermit, you guys might not be talking currently, or this could have been a cycle of on and on. What am I trying to say? On and off again energy, hot, cold. But I think something about where this energy is now is a reflective. I feel like it's the cycle has been broken, perhaps, even though we're not getting the Wheel of Fortune or the World. I am getting that there is something that has transformed within this person as far as how they are looking at you. I want to get one more for, gosh, only because I really like this energy right now. Let's go for the Fool. The Fool in reverse. What do we need to know about that? It feels like communication. 8 of air, and that is 8 of swords. So that could be why this person is not yet coming forward. They feel a little bit trapped in their own way. But look at the butterfly wings, guys. And we were just talking about transforming. This person will transform. They are going to get there. And again, it's going to come in like very rash. They're going to make a rash decision. And then all of a sudden, you guys are going to just be communicating. Whether you want this person or not. And again, you might choose silence. Whether this person comes in or not, I don't know. And you have, and again, as a divine, you have every right to choose silence if you need to. You know, check in with yourself, or you don't want it to end up in the same cycle. But for those of you, again, whether you resonate with that or not, always use discernment, you know, whether this person comes in or not. But I do feel like they're coming in a very strong energy. So they are trapped a little bit, guys. Elder of Fire, King of Wands, dude. But they are gonna feel it. They're gonna feel activated in some way. Ten of Earth, the Ten of Pentacles. They are thinking long term. When it comes to you, they feel long term. They feel they want a reunion with you. They want to be passionate with you. They're feeling trapped though in their way. It's like they're on the cusp. And like I said, guys, this is very strong energy, and this could just be the collective lately for months, to be honest, you know? So let me know in the comments. And I know a lot of you, my subscribers, thank you so much for commenting. I love you guys. And I know you're here because this is your journey. I know it. And gosh, stay strong. You are doing so good, group 2. You are living your life. You are doing the best. I'm happy for you. So let's move on. Now I'm really excited to get into the oracle. We're going to start with Heart's Hidden Secrets and then the Truth Oracle. Let's really get into their emotions and how they are feeling. Only you. Well, there it is. Nourish. Perspective, guys. That's what I'm feeling. Perspective. This person is understanding. But we're also getting the trapped with the 8 of air. Very aligned, these cards. Hopeless. I feel like this is what this person is kind of transforming, guys. The star energy came through, and that to me feels like hope. You know, this is card number 17. That's Aquarius energy. That's, you know, Aquarius energy is at the beginning of the year, not the Western calendar, you know, January, February. So that feels like a new beginning, a fresh start, the new year energy. And also hopeful. So I'm wondering, like, maybe that is what this person is healing. That is what this person is evolving from. Bottom of the deck energy, shocking, which, funny enough, is what I feel like the communication is going to be. It's going to be very shocking. This person could be going through some stress, though. You know, we're getting that. But I feel as though they're shifting out of this, guys. They're going to find that strength. I feel like it's happening. They're in their emperor energy, and they may not even trust it. You know, they may be questioning themselves, like, what if I do this and then I still do the same thing? I still run. I still feel like I'm not ready. I still freak out, or whatever it is that happened between you and them, right? But the energy that I feel that they're feeling, like within, like soul energy, is they want to nourish this. They only could see you. They know that you are their true divine counterpart. Okay, and shocking, again, I feel like it's going to shock them too. There could have been a lot of shocking moments in your, you know, evolution with this person or history with this person, but also the feeling of when this person does communicate, it's going to be shocking for them. And it's going to be a surprise for you. But they gotta get untrapped, guys. And these traps, by the way, like even if we look at the 8 of air, where is 8 of air? It's like they're being bound by their own mind. They're, you know what I mean? Like this person is blindfolded, but the butterfly is there, ready to emerge and evolve. So remember that that's where this person is at. They are seeing it. They're seeing the perspective. And they are realizing it's them. They're keeping themselves stuck. So let's see. Truth Oracle. What do we need to see? Mirror. Guys. It's more and more confirmations, okay? So mirror, that's twin energy, another twin card. Reflection, reference, distinguish, appearance. Oh, okay. Let's get some more. They're feeling, Spirit. Uninvited guest. Their feelings. Forgotten person. That makes sense. Have you moved on? You're the Empress. Why wouldn't you have moved on, right? Drinks. And maybe you have, guys. Maybe you have kept yourself open. Maybe you found a soulmate. Or maybe not. You know, I don't know. But they don't know. And that's a huge question mark. And this could be what keeps them trapped a little bit. Their own fear of rejection. You know, again, with the Three of Swords in reverse coming through at the bottom of the deck earlier, at the bottom of the deck energy. And now we're getting the breakup. You know, whether this is a spiritual connection or not, it could have been some sort of ending or what felt like a really big ending. A point of no return. This person could feel shadow at the bottom of that. Firm, divine timing. I kept wanting to go, and I keep wanting to go. Ascending. Give me some more. Sunset. Wow, guys. It's I can't get enough because I feel as though this person can't get enough. It's feeling like they're hitting their breaking point, to be honest. Now, they could be trying to have a couple of drinks. They could be, I brought that up, did I, in this reading? And I was like, man, you know, maybe this person doesn't drink, but it could be anything, some type of distraction. They could also be thinking about having a drink with you, or it feels kind of calm. You know, and it does say tea, water, coffee, liquor. So it doesn't necessarily mean liquor. It could feel like just a calm sip of tea as they envision some sort of communication with you. And I think eventually that vision is going to be, it's like they're going to get cosmically activated to just send the text or send the message, or maybe it's you and this person might randomly run into each other, especially if you live in the same town, city, neighborhood. All right, let's see. Let's move on to time travelers. Chaos. Look at the volcano erupting. Card number 6, the Lover's energy. Dude, this is erupting. And that's the passion. That's the fire. That's the wands. Chaos. That's energy. That's the energy loop. That is what it feels like. It feels like chaos, especially if you're going through a spiritual awakening. Like your whole world is like turned upside down and you go through the shadows. You live in the shadows, right? So if this person is finally aware of their shadows, you know, they are coming through as the Emperor. They may have dealt with their own stuff. And honestly, you could be part of that. You could have been the catalyst of change. I'm wondering if they are feeling like you are, like you don't even know, you don't even want them anymore. I'm getting, this person could go into that energy, which is why I'm wondering if this person is like, am I fully ready? But I think they are, guys. I think they just need the confidence, I guess. Stillness. Maybe they need that stillness. Maybe they need this, you know? Card number 37, a Zen monastery, Japan. I feel like they're dealing with the fire. You know, they're dealing with whatever it is that you may have had to deal with, that you've transcended, that you've alchemized into this sovereign energy. But in order for this person to be their emperor, they have to go toward the fire. And I feel as though their last like part of it is it's you. It's like it's exploding. Let's see. Activation. Card number 2. Dude, fire. Humans discovering fire. Oh my God. And I hear honking and alarm or fire and an ambulance. Africa. Dude, what a What a frequency this is. And it's card number 2, High Priestess energy. Also, I'm feeling like, I'm just going to say it, the 2 of Cups. 2 of Wands too. Like this person knows what they want. All right, let's get one more. I love this deck. Higher consciousness, spirit. Thanks for coming through. So I was laughing with your spirit team, guys. I know my spirit team is so super funny. But your spirit team is funny too because they were having me giggle. And honestly, now I know why. Because they have your back. Guys, this is happening. And it's all unfolding in such beautiful divine timing. You just have to trust. You just have to let go. And that means to release this energy, which you've already done. And I feel like this person is being activated. They're finding their own higher consciousness. And it might not be up to, where you are, especially as the person who's been through an awakening, because this person may not be going through an awakening themselves, but they're getting to some sort of higher consciousness regardless. And they're seeing things through a different lens that they've never. So it's like they have awakened somewhat. I think they do have a very long journey though. Bottom of the deck, purification. Dude, I can't, spirit. Look at Egyptian after that. It's giving like the river Nile, like going with the flow. Card number 14, temperance energy, but it's giving that Egyptian like past life, multiple life, especially if this is a soul connection, guys. If you're a twin, and I think I said that in pile 1. So again, it depends on where you are in the timeline, I guess, for you guys. But you might have some messages in group 1 if this is not where you feel this energy is right now. Because because this feels like it's happening now. It's feeling like it's going to happen soon. You and this person are going to align. And it's going to be on this person. This person needs strength. They're going to move forward. Look at this, guys. Everything is aligning. And wow, that's all I got to say. So let's get into our archetypes, guys. I told you this was going to be a good in-depth reading today. And then we'll get into your final messages with my all-star oracle deck of all time. I love it. My Work Your Light. But let's start with the archetypes because I love this deck too. So The Wild Unknown by Kim Cranes. What do we need to see, Spirit? What's the energy? Their feelings. What else? Okay, 1 tossed to the floor. 2, actually. And they were both are the Village and the Sword. Ooh, truth. Communication. Slicing through the confusion. And the Village. Gosh, you know what's funny? To go again with the Council of... Gosh, guys, this is hard to pick up, but now I'm committed. Okay. The Village, guys. With the Council of Monarchs, there's something about... I wonder if you and this person have a shared community. In some regard, you might work together, or you might have shared friends, or you could have grown up together and have shared people in your life. I don't know, but something about that. I'm also getting the feeling that this person is releasing that energy of getting support from others when it comes to this connection. It's like an emphasis on that, to be honest. Not that they're going toward people. It's like they're going inward. It's like they're finally connecting and aligning with self. Which feels like the exact opposite of the Village, but with the energy of it takes a village. But maybe that's what it took. Maybe this person reached a breaking point when it came to something about community. So there's some multiple messages with that. Let's get one more though, and then we'll get the bottom of the deck. Whoa. Okay. Or just the Nectar. Ooh. I'm getting juicy fruit. I'm getting some passion, guys. That's all I'm going to say. So we're going to move on. The forest at the bottom of the deck. So I'm getting the feeling of it's like finding something through a thick forest. They're going to find the way towards you. That's the feeling I'm getting, guys. The flame. Oh my goodness. The new bottom of the deck, the flame. Dude, Spirit, I love you. What a cool spirit. Shout out to Spirit. I love you. And your spirit teams too, collective. It's amazing. And remember, they have your back always. They're showing up so strong for you. So let's get into our work your light. But I really do feel like this person is just, they know you are their, it goes beyond like any type of 3D type of way of explaining it. And I feel like this person is waking up to this. They're realizing something is way different from how they've ever felt from past energy. Karmics, who knows? But let's get into your final messages. Wow, let's see what Spirit has to say for you and your advice when it comes to this energy. Spirit, what do we need to see with everything that we saw with this? And your spirit team is very strong. Okay, we got leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Now, whether that means, it's like if this person comes in and you're wondering, or maybe, you're like, do I message them back? Like, am I like, because you could be feeling the same type. Remember, this is a mirroring energy. Okay. So you could be feeling the same type of energy when they do finally come in. Like, am I ready? Am I going to fall back into my old ways? But either way, leap is also the feeling of leap in your own life. Allow the flow of life and, how things unfold. You are a warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So where is your energy leading you right now? And again, we're not talking about this person. We're talking about where are you being called to? It could be, if you are a true divine, you have a purpose to bring a frequency into this world. So how are you going to be helping people? Like, what is your warrior spirit going to lead you to in this journey? So that's something that maybe Spirit is saying, leap into whatever it is that you are called. And you might already know what that is. We also have birthing a new age, birthing new creators, dreaming a new world into being. Guys, that's you. You are creating a new world for the energy and the frequencies of people around you. If you are a true divine, you resonate. Your energy it's something that people can't miss. Okay? And that's the thing. It's because you've gone through it. And wow, guys, bottom of the deck, inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And that's what it is. Your heart. It's unbound yourself from any energy that's anchoring you, especially if it's about this person. Let it go. Especially after a reading like today. I'm telling you, this person is swooping in and it's happening probably. It's like it's happening very fast. I feel like it's happening within the week, guys. I don't know why. And the funny thing is, it's like if you start focusing on that, then that energy might change. So it's really important for you to just release it. Just release this person and continue down the road that that's in front of you. And again, for those of you that resonate with that journey, you know what your path is. So you already know what I'm talking about. So leap into the direction that's giving you that spark, that leap, and be your best higher self. And that's just the most divine feeling ever, guys. I can't get enough of it. So, wow, guys. So this is where we're gonna leave your reading today. I hope that this made sense and helped in some way, especially when it comes to this energy, this connection, this person. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, or send a like. And hopefully, if you haven't subscribed, hopefully you have. And hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your reading today, Group 3. I just heard a honk. So if you chose the Sunset Sodalite, which is a really cool stone, and or the Unveiled Tarot, then you did make it to the right place. So let's get started, Group 3. We're talking all about their feelings for you. We're going to get as many details as we possibly can with our tarot. And then we do have a lot of the oracle that I'm excited about. So I hope you're comfortable, because it's going to be a little bit more in-depth today. And as we dig in, not sure what's going to come through for you guys, so I hope you are in a good state of mind. Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through for the collective energy of Group 3. May we get the best messages from Group 3. All right, guys. Whoa. I feel so relaxed right now. All right, let's see. All about their feelings. Spirit, what do we need to see? Group 3. This person. 6 of Swords poking out. So we have the 7 of Swords. All right, way to start. 7 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. 6 of Cups. The 3 of Wands. What's going on, Spirit? How are they feeling? 5 of Cups. Interesting. We got 2 5s. We haven't gotten any major arcana yet. But let's see what else comes out. Temperance. Okay, this is our first major. And this is card number 14, Sagittarius energy, fire energy. Okay. Whoa. Well, that wanted to come out. 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Interestingly enough, we got the 8 of Wands in each of the readings today, but for this reading, we got it in reverse, guys. This person is a little... Knight of Wands, however, with the 6 of Cups. And then we got the 10 of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck energy is the Chariot in reverse. That's so crazy. With the Tower. This person... Music outside my window. This person... Gosh, where do we begin? Okay. I can't help but notice the 6 of Cups, guys. It's kind of like the energy that's shining through, because it is a little bit heavy with the surrounding energy that we're getting from this person and how they're feeling about you. You know, I think something about this 6 of Cups, and I'm probably going to want to get clarifiers, because you and this person could have a really good, like, way to communicate. Like, it feels like you guys have, or let's just, let me speak from this person's perspective. Their feelings for you, they feel like they have a good, like, joyful, Their encounters with you are enjoyable. It's like you guys have fun banter. It's feeling like childlike energy. Now, for some of you, this could represent you and this person have history, but honestly, I'm feeling, or maybe you've known each other from the past in some way, because it is like that childlike energy coming through. Like, look at this person riding this toy animal at a theme park, you know? And what's unveiled is this inner child. So that's kind of the beauty that this person feels when they are, what they feel for you, when they're thinking about you. I do believe that part of them wants to move forward, guys, because we're getting it with the Knight of Wands. But I don't want to mislead you because we also have the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Chariot in reverse. And I'm seeing the Tower in reverse, which feels a little bit like this person is really resisting this, especially with the surrounding energy. They're feeling a certain way. And I have a feeling that they could be keeping something hidden. And it might not have anything to do with you guys. It could have something to do with their professional life, their personal life, but it could feel a little bit where they feel as though if they were to reveal this to you, that it could lead to some sort of further heartbreak. And I'm feeling like this person regrets something. So is it toward you? Did something happen with you and this person in the past? Are you and this person in a cycle? I feel like this person is newer too. I don't know why. Because every time I get the Six of Cups, it does feel like a past person. That's kind of always the energy I get. Usually comes in my like twin flame readings a lot of times. And maybe that is for some of you, this is the reading you came across. But if that is the case, you know, this would be a newer energy, like like someone you've known from your past, but you're now revisiting this energy or something like that. But again, to go back to the feeling of this person does feel good when they think of you. It's like they have those happy memories, these happy thoughts. So that's a really feeling that's shining through. I feel like some of their darker feelings that's coming up, and we're going to talk about that right now, guys, is like I said, could be happening externally. We're getting a lot of heavy energy, guys, and we're lacking forward movement. You know, the Knight of Wands typically, like I said, is forward movement. And I feel like if they are moving in your direction, that's the only direction they're moving in. Okay. But I think for a lot of you, it could feel like, for example, for some of you, if you're communicating with this person, you're feeling this resistance from them. Okay. I just want you to check in with this energy if this is your reading, because aside from what's truly going on in the 3D, this person is feeling like something is overtaking their energy, their soul, something that they, like I said, are keeping a little bit hidden. I want to see what that might be before we move on to the rest of the energy, because it's kind of the overlying this person's feelings in their everyday, you know, like their overall emotions, I guess they're a set point because they're going through dark times. They're going through heavier energy. And you could be a part of that. But I feel like if anything, your energy is what lifts them up back from a dark feeling. And if you and this person aren't talking, then that is what it is. It's something's going on in their external. All right, so what is it? Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords here? What is this? It's like this politician. Three of Swords in reverse. Are they healing from something? Something from their own past? Or maybe they're going through some sort of healing but in what sense, Spirit? What are they releasing? Four of Cups. gosh, they could have really been shutting out any type of transformation, any type of reflective energy. It's like this person was keeping themselves stuck, but this is something, and now I'm getting more so that the Seven of Swords is kind of like self-sabotage. It's like something that they're keeping, that they're lying to themselves about, but they're getting out of it, guys. I feel like they're coming out of it. They're recognizing it. I feel like they're in deep regret over missing an opportunity, perhaps missing the chance to take action. And now it's like, are they even able to? I want to see just one more card just to balance it. Yeah. You're the hope. You're the star. You're what they really do feel like, like aligned to, like a beacon. And you do feel at a distance. I think for the right collective, there is a little bit of a distance, or like I said, for those of you that are communicating, it's like pulling teeth, maybe for some of you. And it's feeling a little bit where it could feel like ghosting, like this person could be leaving you on read for days and then coming in a week later, like things like that. And you're like, are they playing with me? Like, what's going on? All right. Do I want to get, yeah, let's just see the Six of Cups, Knight of Wands. How are they truly feeling, Spirit? Why is this what I think it is? The High Priestess. Okay. There might be something a little bit more connected that this person is starting to feel when it comes to you. It is feeling like the light in a dark time for them. I feel as though they were, or they are in a really heavy energy, and it feels like sadness. I'm, gosh, I don't know if it's clinical depression, guys. I can't say that. I'm not a psychologist, um, or whoever diagnoses that, but, or I don't know, but the point I'm trying to say is this depression could feel where this person lost their spark. They're feeling a little bit like disconnected from even like what they need to do, what they need to do, how they need to move forward. And I do feel like they're strategizing. I do feel like they're a little bit trying to release a little bit of the pressure, a little bit of the stress and the burden. And I think that's happening because they are starting to plan. They're starting to understand that they're going to need to plan. Let's make sure though. Judgment. Yes, they're making a decision. So is there going to be forward movement? I think eventually, yes, but it's not going to happen right now. That's kind of the overall energy I'm getting. Wow, the mob. This is this is the bonus card, one of the bonus cards in this tarot deck. Where, again, this is the Unveiled Tarot, the mob. And it's, gosh, does this person feel a little isolated right now from themselves? It's like they could feel like they are, in a room full of people and just feel so lonely or misunderstood. And that could be because of some sort of disconnection or some sort of healing that they are releasing. And again, it could be like accumulation of a lot of different things as well. I feel like this person is just lacking that energy. Even like that day-to-day energy, I'm feeling like that exhaustion. Like even the start of your reading, group 3, and again, I'm feeling really good right now, but even the start of your reading, I felt so calm, almost sedated for a moment, but now I'm realizing I could have been picking up on this person's energy. I'm wondering if like they are taking like melatonin to kind of like sleep through the night and stuff like that, just to be drowsy. I feel like they're very drowsy. Now, if they are going through some sort of heavy energy like depression or deep sadness, and again, depression, it may not be clinical, guys. It's more so just, going through a dark time, a phase. that this person knows that they will pull themselves out of. And again, there is a lightness, there is a bright dot in their dark day, and that is the energy of when they are thinking about you. So even if they're not coming in the way they should, and again, I'm not making excuses for this person, guys. I'm just trying to help you understand their perspective and how they're feeling, because they are really feeling good energy when it comes to you. I do believe that they really like you. I think that they find you super attractive. I feel like you are the energy that they want to be around, because something about maybe people that they are around. This could represent like even like people that they are around that they can't avoid, like people at work, people at home, their family members, their friends that just they have to deal with these lifelong friend type of things, but they're realizing they're disconnecting, or they're feeling a little bit disconnected from that. So, gosh. And it's like almost like they're like a distance with you as well. So even if you are communicating with this person, which I don't think is the main collective, but I do feel like some of you are communicating. And for those of you that are, it you could feel this disconnect. You could feel this, like it's almost as though there is an ocean, a body of water in between you and this person. At least that's what this person is feeling. And it could be of this person's own creation. I think this person is also recognizing and feeling that they do want to move past that, because they feel really happy when it comes to you guys. Okay. So let's get into our oracle. I'm curious, what else could we pick up on as far as their feelings? Because I feel like we pretty much, yeah, like understand, like, and I'm wondering, like, are you like the heavy energy that they are having in their life could have a little bit to do, like I said, like maybe something going on in their business world, friendship, family. It could be all of the above. It could also be a karmic connection or relationship that they're healing from, where that kept them stuck. But something about your energy is lifting them up, and they know that this is something that could fulfill them in some way. Yet I think they are recognizing that they're going to have to fulfill themselves first. I do believe that they are going inward. I do feel like they think that there is some sort of deeper connection with you guys as well that they are feeling. So let's see. What do we need to see, Spirit? Clarity. They're gaining some clarity. Let's see what else. Exhaustion. Dude. Running. They could be exhausted of running too when it comes to your energy. Perspective. They could be, yeah, this is all aligning, guys, for you guys. Loyalty. Gosh. It's feeling that way. I do feel like this person has their sights set on you. I feel like whatever it is that they're going on, that's going on in their 3D, I don't think it's anything about a third party. Like even if they are healing from a past connection, a past karmic or something like that, it's not that this person has emotions for that person as far as love, or even maybe they're just trying to heal some heavier energy when it comes to the past. Who knows? But regardless, I do believe that this person is gaining some clarity. You know, that's the feeling, guys, the hopelessness. Like that could be where they are trying to lift themselves up from that. Boundaries at the new bottom of the deck. I do feel like this person, you know, it's a good sign we're getting clarity and perspective. I do feel like they're coming from a different angle. I think also they're realizing when it comes to you, like their feelings are that you actually were the energy that was bringing them happiness, that was bringing them a little bit of a joy, a little bit of a spark. It's like they want to move in your direction. They want to. And they're exhausted. I feel like whatever it is that's bringing them down, you know, they could just be going through it, guys. And it could be exhausting when you're in that heavy energy all day. So it could be very difficult to move in aligned forward movement towards someone, regardless of, even though that's what they want to do. You know, that's what their intentions are. That's what they would love to do. But the good news is, like I said, they are planning it. They are seeing things from a different perspective. They're gaining that clarity. I wonder if they're looking at, they're looking at you, looking at your socials or pictures. I don't know why that's coming through, especially with truth, honesty, intentions, clarity. And we got the 7 of Swords. Like something's coming to light for this person when it comes to you, when it comes to a lot of the things that they might be dealing with in the 3D. Let's see, we're the Truth Oracle. Let's see what we got. Torment. Okay. Oh, that makes sense, guys. Key. Ooh. Hope. Wow, I like that. Hopeless hope. Torment, key. It's like this person is trying to get themselves out of it. And again, a lot of that could be just thoughts, the uninvited guests. Whenever I get this card, I really allocated it to someone that is thinking, overthinking, and especially those thoughts you don't want to think about that serve you no purpose. And it just keeps you stuck and in a rut. It's like the yucky, yucky thoughts. And that's a person that's not aware of they're not conscious when someone is in that energy. So I feel like they're in between that. Like they're trying to get out of their own way. And they're exhausted. But gosh, what else? Rose, but that's what I mean. But gosh, but they have their sights set on you. And gosh, they would love to give you their final rose. Message, new bottom of the deck. I'm also getting trash, guys. And gosh, if just be careful. I don't want, this person is not a bad person. I just think that if they are messaging you, especially if there's been a no contact, or if this person, like I said, left you unread and comes back in again type of feeling, just keep in mind that this could be a cycle that is being activated. So be careful with like falling into some sort of runner chaser energy when it comes to this person. Because I do feel like this person is stuck in some sort of torment. It's going to be up to them to get out of their own way, but they need to go through this healing of some sort. They need to temper whatever it is that, it could just be that they need stillness. They need a timeout from people. They might be burnt out is my point. And gosh, I still, regardless of going through a spiritual awakening or not, burnout is a human thing, especially when it comes to work stress or people stress or just energetically, especially, if this person is trying to heal stuff, that could be exhausting too. So person might need some time, guys. All right. I want to see, let's move on to the time travelers. And then we got the archetypes. Let's see what else we could see. Boundaries. Wow. I saw boundaries at the bottom of this deck, guys. Boundaries. So boundaries is coming in specifically now. So Spirit definitely wanted us to note that. And this is card number 4. Oh my God. Alignment with self. Getting that 4 of Wands energy. Self-alignment. Union with self in some degree. This person might be thinking of boundaries that you are putting into place. And gosh, I am getting that they feel that you are very pleasant. And you have even your boundaries might be so attractive, they just know that you are just someone that they could only hope for, guys. Wow. Vitality, the sun. And that's the energy that I get with the 6 of Cups. That energy, guys. You know, that feeling of you're the brightness in a dark, dark sky. And here we are getting the sun. That's Leo energy as well. The sun. Card number 44. Fours. Okay. And four. Dude, I just realized that. Fours. With the ambulance in the background, sirens in the background. All right. Growth. 18. I like that, guys. And 18 could be broken down by fours, right? 4, 8, maybe not. 16. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm not that great at math, guys. My bad. But 18 feels, I don't know, it still feels aligned. Fours, eights. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Okay, don't get too mad. That's kind of what I was thinking about. Either way, though, growth. I feel like this is what this person is currently going through. They're evolving from a Four of Cups energy into something that is growing. Truth. Dude, we are getting the same message a lot about clarity, truth, Seven of Swords. This person is seeing something truly with clarity. Maybe they are wanting to end this running, chasing energy as well. They're seeing something different. Or at least they're starting to. And funny enough, card number 42. All very aligned. Very spiritual too. The Cherokee talking stick tradition feels like communication. I'm wondering if that is what they are thinking about. They're going to need a breakthrough. Trust, truth, trust. And the sirens are getting closer, guys. Can't make this up. I feel like I'm in a movie. Are you guys feeling like you're in a movie with this person? All right. I do feel, though, with the moon landing, card number 5, there is going to be a breakthrough. I just feel like it's going to take time for this person. Okay, that's too many. A few cards fell. I want to make sure the right cards come through, guys. So let's give it a couple more shuffles. Spirit, with the archetypes, the wild unknown, the sirens in the background. What do we need to see? Person's feelings. The one, dude. Oh, okay. We got a bonus card. Bottom of the deck energy, the mother. Ooh, card number 1, which is funny that we're getting the 1. That was the spirit is very, very. You'll be surprised how spirit works, guys. Heart at the new bottom of the deck. Let's put this over here. Wow, I want to see the other cards. The shadow. Look at the imagery so far. We got so many cards. The Bardo, and then Eros, dude. So this person is feeling that passionate spark when it comes to you, that Eros type of energy. It doesn't feel calm, and I think that is what they might be afraid of. I do believe that this person is going into their shadows right now, and this is something that is that like they're like with the Bardo, I'm seeing like this eye. The eye is on, it's like clarity. It's like it's truly slicing through any type of confusion for this person when it comes to you. And again, with their surrounding energy in their life, that is still kind of weighing heavily on them, the 3D aspect of things. But again, this person isn't journeying through an awakening, guys. This person is just dealing with their 3D experiences right now. And I think this person is having a hard time separating that energy or are seeing it from a different angle. And I do believe what they are seeing a different angle on is their perspective on you, their feelings for you. But again, it's not going to change or shift what's happening in the 3D until this person is able to cycle through some sort of heavier energy. Whoa. honk in the background and it sounds like an emergency vehicle. All right. I'm also feeling like with the mother and the one, I like merged it already. Card number 30, card number one. It's like merging and rebirthing something. It's like a fresh start, a new beginning. Maybe that is what this person is wanting. But whether that's with you or in multiple places in their life, in their external, guys, I do believe that something about your energy, though, is activating their heart. And I do feel as though this person is coming through, going through it, but they're going to get through it, guys. They're going to get through the other side. Now, whether or not you're going to wait for this person or wait for this person to come to you in a better energy or an energy that is aligned to your own, or are you going to allow this person in? It's always going to be up to you guys, but I would always like advise to make sure that you recognize, if this person is in a similar energy, same pattern, same type of energy, regardless of what they are activating within, they haven't really put it into practice. So you are going to have to use your discernment when it comes to this person, guys. I do believe also that they are feeling that you are a really beautiful energy. The mother is reminding me for some reason of the Queen of Cups. And I just feel like they know that you are the pearl, a very delicate, beautiful, elegant type of energy that they can't help but smile. But again, then they go back to being weighed down by what's going on in their life. So let's see, as we are closing out your reading, I want to see the advice for you guys from Spirit. What does group 3 need to see? I'm like so tired. Like I could feel this person's energy, guys, which is probably why yours is a little, I don't know what time is it. I don't know how long we've been. I think it's not been as long as the other 2 readings, but I think it's just because that it's the flow of the reading too, So I'm wondering, what's going on with you too. I hope you're okay. Star mother, dude. How can you mother yourself, parenting yourself? That's another message I was getting. I'm not sure if I said that, and that's what this person might be going through, but also you could be going through as I'm asking you how you're doing. And I hope you're okay, group 3. Especially when you're dealing with the runner chaser type of energy and you're currently in a cycle with it and it's hard for you to see your way out. Dude, I know how hard that could be. I know how tough that could be. And it brings me back to that energy and it makes me want to cry, it's just when someone is not putting you, as a priority or not showing you they care in any way. And that could have really, really been a low blow to your own awareness of worth. Your self-worth could have taken it could have taken a little bit of a beating a little bit. So I think even with Spirit coming through, how can you mother yourself? Be kind to yourself. How could you give yourself some grace? Especially if you're coming through as a beautiful cups energy, a Queen of Cups energy from this person's perspective, then remember who you truly are. You're not a pushover. You're not someone that someone could take advantage of. And if you yourself set boundaries from this person, maybe that's what you need to do, group 3. And think about what that would mean if this person's coming in that same energy, So let's see. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Gosh, it's like you're going through a dark time, but you're going to get through the other side of things. For all I know, you could be going through a dark night of the soul. You could be, for those of you that resonate with the divine journey, You could be at the very beginning stages, guys. And trust me, it sucks. I get it. And Spirit is saying, like, this is the beginning. The initiation also feels like the ones, the fresh start, the beginnings. That's also the theme of this reading. And I believe that that's what Spirit is reminding for you and your energy and your own 3D experience. Okay? Says Sisterhood of the Rose and Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Guys, go back to your own spiritual practices if you need to. You are a beautiful energy. You are a beautiful soul. Whether you're a true divine or not, you are a spiritual being on this beautiful earth, you know? And how are you showing up in your world? Trust the niggle. Wow. What is the niggle trying to tell you? You might be disconnected a little bit from your intuition. So Spirit is reminding you, don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the little nudge of maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe you shouldn't be checking this person's, and again, that might not be for everyone, but that just came up suddenly. Like if you are keeping tabs on this person, that's a chasing energy. So be careful with that. Go inward. Also trust the niggle. Like if you are feeling like you're using your discernment, like your radar is off when it comes to this person, which is also very understandable and could be relatable. The trust your niggle, go inward. You don't always have to respond right away. Take a moment, touch base with spirit, touch base with soul. What do you really, and if you're feeling a little bit of ways about it, then maybe it's not a good moment to respond. Okay. So again, go with your intuition, go with your gut, and also remind yourself like what your spiritual practices are. Mother, and be kind to yourself, guys. I think that's kind of Spirit's message. Like it's okay to get out of your own way too. Because once you get out of the cave, once you get out of your, maybe you've been in hermit energy. Maybe you're on the other side of it. You just got to take that step forward. And gosh, look at how beautiful. What's awaiting you, group 3, when you release a little bit. And whether this person comes in or not, you'll be in a really good state of mind to use discernment and to check in with self. Do you know what I mean? So with that in mind, gosh, guys, this is where we're going to leave it. I hope this helped. I hope you learned something or in some way about this person or this connection. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, or send a like or leave a like. I don't know what I'm saying. And if you've subscribed, or if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to see you again. So make sure to do that, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.